Let's go in order by date. Starting with yesterday's August 1st, Daily Yahoo. Ex-Ellen DeGeneres show employees claim culture of rampant sexual misconduct in new report. So now it's not just abuse, it's sexual now. Ellen DeGeneres' apology to her talk show staffers regarding allegations of workplace toxicity has prompted new charges about the daytime show. That's, the perfect illustration of how this goes. You capitulate and grovel, and they just come after you harder. There's no recourse. There's nothing. There's nothing that you can do. So honestly, it's better to stand up for yourself rather than be pathetic. Because you really will have nobody on your side if you make yourself pathetic. Supreme Court won't halt challenged border wall projects. Won't halt. Okay, good. Yes, good. The Supreme Court declined by a 5-4 vote Friday to halt the Trump administration's construction of portions of the border wall with Mexico, following a recent lower court ruling that the administration improperly diverted money to the project. The court's 4 liberal justices dissented, and thank goodness somebody didn't jump across the aisle like they've been doing recently. I mean, if the Supreme Court has to be politicized with the 4 liberal justices, then yeah, we have to hold some political line. They started it, and this is good. Especially since a big part of the spike in infections in Texas and Arizona, and probably New Mexico, I'm not sure about that. Is there a spike in New Mexico? Anyway, that's due to infected people coming across the border from Mexico and filling up the hospitals down there. I'm not just saying that. You can look it up. Trump nominee hearing pulled after furor over Islam remarks. A Senate committee abruptly canceled a confirmation hearing Thursday on a controversial former general's nomination to a top Pentagon post after a furor over offensive remarks he made about Islam and other inflammatory comments. I'm sure. Okay, now I have to see what he is supposed to have said. The nomination of retired Army Brigadier General Anthony Tata to be the Pentagon's Undersecretary for Policy was already under fire from Senate Democrats who sent a letter to him this week calling for him to withdraw. Tata, a staunch supporter of President Donald Trump and a Fox News commentator, has been working in the department as a senior advisor. It wasn't clear Thursday if his nomination would be withdrawn. According to media reports, Tata posted tweets in 2018 calling Islam the most oppressive, violent religion I know of. That's not necessarily untrue. Look at Sharia law. And he called former President Barack Obama a terrorist leader and referred to him as Muslim. Well, if the shoe fits. The tweets were later taken down. The Senate Armed Services Committee Chair, Senator Jim Inhofe, Republican, Oklahoma, announced the hearing's cancellation shortly before it was scheduled to start. There are many Democrats and Republicans who didn't know enough about Anthony Tata to consider him for a very significant position at this time, Inhofe said. Isn't that what the hearing is for? He said the panel didn't get required documents from Tata until Thursday. As I told the president last night, we're simply out of time with the August recess coming. Just don't take so many fucking recesses. Honestly, these people take vacations. Every month? Is it every month? Because it really seems like it. This is the August recess. Probably they refer to a recess every month as the that month recess. So it wouldn't serve any useful purpose to have a hearing at this point, and he agreed. Honestly, why do they take so many recesses? When did that happen? When did that become normal? I don't understand. Jonathan Hoffman, the Pentagon's chief spokesperson, told reporters that Tata continues to work as an advisor to Defense Secretary Mark Esper. The department was looking forward to General Tata having the opportunity to share his experience and success leading large public organizations, public sector organizations, and his extensive national security experience with the committee today, Hoffman said during a Pentagon briefing. Asked if Esper supported Tata's tweets on Islam, Hoffman said, "The general himself has stated that he does not believe or support the comments he made. He issued a letter to the committee retracting those statements." The committee's top Democrat, Senator Jack Reed of Rhode Island, said the senators had a closed-door meeting on Tuesday, and Inhofe did the right thing by canceling the hearing. "It's fair to say members on both sides of the aisle have raised serious questions about this nominee," Reed said. "I'm sure serious questions could be raised about you, or about anybody in your little closed-door meeting." According to a statement from the senators who sent the letter, Tata walked back his statements, many of which he deleted only after his nomination became public. They said Tata referred to the tweets as an aberration in a 4-decade thread of faithful public service. Okay. Oh, Islamic groups have repeatedly called for lawmakers to oppose Tata's nomination. That's it. Back. Coronavirus update. Fauci and CDC face Congress as U.S. coronavirus cases spiral higher. The U.S.'s troubled response to the coronavirus panic was on display Friday as the Trump administration's top health officials testified before Congress, warning that the virus's spread would likely continue for some time. I don't know why we're supposed to be so surprised by this. Initially, it was supposed to be flatten the curve, not to stop people from getting infected altogether, just to stop it from happening all at once so that the hospitals didn't get overwhelmed. And by golly, the hospitals did fucking not get overwhelmed. So that was a roaring success, in a way. Some hospitals had to close, I believe. But it was to spread out the cases. It should have been expected by everybody that pretty much everybody was going to get it at some point. We have the wrong point of view. And the health experts are not even admitting this anymore. They're not admitting to the fact that everybody was always expected to get it sooner or later. The one promising coronavirus stock no one knows about yet. Perhaps the least known COVID-19 stock on the market right now is a small Israel-based biotech company called Kamada. NASDAQ designation is KMDA. What is Kamada? Despite having gone public on the NASDAQ in 2013, Kamada is still a pretty small company with a market cap of something. This is from the Motley Fool. Interesting. A TikTok Microsoft deal might solve everything. This is an opinion from Bloomberg. It looks like the TikTok spin-out scenario is fully in play. For weeks, White House officials, including Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and President Donald Trump, have raised the prospect of a ban on ByteDance Limited's TikTok app in the US, citing national security issues. Rightly so. If a TikTok Microsoft deal, would that completely take China out of the picture? Because anything less than that wouldn't solve anything. Featured, sign up for the Yodel. The Yodel, a daily roll-up of news, sports, finance, and more going on in your world. A quick read that you'll finish before your first cup of coffee. I looked at it, and I wasn't feeling it. What's hot? Oh, it's Yahoo Search. Yahoo Search for the most affordable quote for home and auto insurance. And Yahoo Search for huge sales on cubicle partitions, so that you can isolate people even when they're together. Together, but alone. Trending. Tito Ortiz, Catherine Zeta-Jones, coronavirus, Alessandra Ambrosio, Bev Barnum, service dog certification, Alicia Silverstone, Toyota RAV4 sale, Barry Weiss, 2020 Toyota Tacoma. People search for Toyota on Yahoo Search quite a bit, it seems.